Hello YouTube, Rocky3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the Movie Masters Man of Steel Faora figure from Mattel. Yeah, I've had this figure for a while now. I held off reviewing her just because I have so many reviews backed up on my computer and I have a lot to upload before I put hers up. But, yeah, really cool figure. Been looking for her for a while. Finally found her at Walmart. Oh my gosh, took forever. Now I just need to get the Kryptonian Battle Armor Zod, and I think I'll be content with my Movie Masters Man of Steel collection. I don't really need the Skin Suit Zod, and I don't really need the Zod of handcuffs, because it's just the Skin Suit Zod with handcuffs. I don't know why they didn't just put handcuffs of Skin Suit Zod and sell it. Whatever. I don't know. Getting more figures out there. Getting money from the completists. Haha. But yeah, she did come with this stand. I guess that's her house symbol on there. Pretty neat. Pretty cool stand. Nice texture and stuff. I like how they're all coming with stands. Can't top that bat signal, though, from the Dark Knight Rises line. That's tight. I'll review that eventually, too. But, yeah. Faora. Really cool figure. Definitely a step up from the Jor-El figure. The Jor-El figure had these shoulder pads and stuff, and with those shoulder pads he just couldn't move his arms up. Could barely move them forward even. Especially that in the straps. But you see her shoulder pads are rubber, so obviously we're going to start with articulation. And as you can see, when you move her arms up, the shoulder pads move with them. Yeah, you can see that. You can put the shoulder pads over her arms, and you know, they move with the arms, so they don't really hinder articulation as much. And we got up and down on the head, side to side on the head. You can move it all around there. Up and down on the arm, forward and back, as I already showed. Got a bicep swivel right there. Got an elbow bend, wrist swivel as well. No ab joint. And on the Superman, I was actually okay with not having an ab joint. On her, you could have easily put one in there and hid it. You could have easily hidden the ab joint. Mattel's starting to do away with ab joints completely, even on figures where they can hide them well. And I am not down with that. Luckily my signature collection Shazam had an ab joint, but you see where her armor here meets her skin suit, you could have had articulation in there. You could have had articulation in there. You easily could have, but they didn't, which is not too great. And you got a waist joint forward and back on the legs, in and out on the legs. What I do like about female legs on the Mattel figures is they don't really have the crotch pit. See, they have a tiny little bit, but not much, you know? And the joint's hidden, which is weird. They don't do that on the male figures, but they do that on the females. Huh. And then you got a thigh swivel right there, lower thigh swivel, knee bend, and up and down on her little feet. So, yeah, now that's out of the way, let's talk about detail and paint. So detail and paint on this figure are pretty spectacular, actually. Really spectacular. I mean, wow, her hair looks good, her face looks good. It looks a little like the actress whose name I can't remember, I guess. But the body itself is wow. I mean, it really is. I love figures that aren't symmetrical, because to me they feel unique and a little more realistic. And she's definitely not symmetrical. She's got shoulder pads on each side. This one looks like a guard. And her armor on each arm is different. This arm looks kind of bare compared to this arm. It's got her... I think that... Did that have a blade come out of it in the movie? I can't remember. I need to see it again. But yeah, her fists look good. They're well detailed. It's got like this kind of wash on the armor. Makes it look kind of old. Really nice. Got her texture. That texture on her little skin suit that's under her armor is really nice. Got her blade right there. That's pretty cool. Faora used a lot of blades in the film. And her legs are a little more symmetrical minus that blade, but that's fine. And then her cape looks really good. It looks dirty. It looks like it's covered in dust, doesn't it? I think that's great. How it's real wrinkled at the bottom and stuff. I mean, it looks good. This figure looks really good. I mean, fantastic looking figure. So, now how about we get into some size comparisons. Now here's Faora with my two most recent Movie Masters figures. Here she is with the black suit Superman from the Man of Steel line. Same line she's from, Movie Masters. And they scale up well together. She's just a bit shorter than him. You know, she's a woman. Women are inferior to men, so obviously she'd be shorter. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Don't take that too seriously. I was joking. I was, for the most part, joking. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist that. But, yeah. And she's also shorter than the Batman Dark Knight Rises GPCD John Blake figure. Yeah, I don't think she scales up with him too great, actually. I think she's too short for him, which is weird to say, because I feel like she should be the same height as him. But she's definitely shorter. Weird. So, I mean, even if she was his height, she'd still be a little shorter than the Superman, which would be fine. Because these Man of Steel movie masters, for the men, apparently, are just a little bigger than the older movie masters. But Faora, for some reason, really isn't. I don't know what's up with that. Now, here she is with my two most recent figures from other Mattel DC lines. Here she is with the DC Unlimited New 52 Aquaman figure. Yeah, too short for him. He's too big for her. And then here she is with the Young Justice Invasion Batman figure. Too short for it as well. So she's actually too short for these other Mattel DC figures, which is weird because I feel that the Superman scales up alright with them. Now here she is with some DC Direct figures. Here she's with the Black Lantern Superman on the left and the Batman Incorporated Knight on the right. And I have to say she doesn't scale up well with either of them. She's way too short. DC Direct is way too big. These DC Collectibles figures just aren't gonna cut it with her. So all in all, what do I think of Mattel's Movie Masters Man of Steel Faora figure? I am very glad I have her in my collection. She is one of the best female figures I have from Mattel, DC-wise anyways. I think the only one I have that beats her might be my Power Girl. For real. I mean, she's way better than my Star Sapphire Wonder Woman and my New 52 Wonder Woman. She's better than all my Wonder Woman figures. I like her a lot. She's a really neat figure. Sadly enough, I feel she only really scales up that well with the Superman Movie Masters line. Something about her just doesn't feel right with the Batman figures, and she doesn't scale up well with DC Collectibles or Mattel's higher scale figures. And she's got no ab joint. That's it. A little beefy too. I don't really care about that at all though. But yeah, I like this figure. I'm gonna have to give her 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, I can look past the ab joint since no other figures in the line have no ab joint. None of them have an ab joint. And, you know, she scales up well with the Movie Masters. I mean, I guess you can make her look fine with the Batman ones. And she does look good with the Superman ones. She doesn't need to scale up well with DC Collectibles at all. It's really kind of the scaling that gets me with her, though. I wish she scaled up well with more figures. But, yeah. 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. I got links to my main channel. Well, this is my main channel. But I got links to my other main channels. I got links to kind of a channel where I do lots of gaming videos. That's my second channel. Lots of gaming videos and vlogs there. Action figure and comic book collection updates are now on that channel, as well as gaming updates, Pokemon and Power Ranger updates and stuff. And also, on my third channel, it's called The Slender Happening. If you want to know what that's about, you have to go check it out yourself. So, yeah, Facebook, Twitter, all kinds of cool stuff down there. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you all later.